I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I'm supposed to be. I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I'm supposed to be. Oh, my soul is welcome here. Oh, my soul is welcome here. I am getting the message loud and clear. My soul is welcome here. I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just what I'm supposed to be. I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just what I'm supposed to be. Oh, my soul is welcome here. Oh, my soul is welcome here. I am getting the message loud and clear. My soul is welcome here. Oh, my soul is welcome here. Oh, my soul is welcome here. I am getting the message loud and clear. My soul is welcome here. I am getting the message loud and clear. My soul is welcome here.
Good morning. Welcome to the Center for Spiritual Living in Santa Rosa. I'm Russ Laguerre, your assistant minister, and can we share some more love with our fabulous band? Happiness is not a goal, it's a byproduct of a life well lived. And that quote is commonly attributed to Eleanor Roosevelt, and it describes exactly why our center is here, to help us live life well. A life inspired by peace and possibility, a life where each of us embodies the compassion and creativity that comes from the Spirit within. Whether you're in the room with us or watching online, please know that you are very welcome here, where we aspire to help everyone live well by honoring inclusion, equity, and diversity. Now, please join me in reading out loud our mission. The Center for Spiritual Living is a spiritual community that promotes global transformation through personal transformation. Our purpose is to awaken humanity to its spiritual magnificence. We are motivated by a compelling global vision that inspires us to bring the gifts of compassion, integrity, and loving kindness to the world through our programs and teaching. Together, we are helping a world that works for everyone. Now, the science of mind has taught me that happiness is an inside job, that when I can tap into that harmony that's already within me, then happiness is the natural outcome. Enjoying the happiness that comes from aligning with spirit, with that spirit within, it's one of the reasons why we teach our 5 spiritual practices here at the center. And would you please read those out loud with me? Spiritual study, affirmative prayer, meditation, selfless service, spiritual circulation. We would now like to extend a warm welcome to our first-time visitors. If it's your first time here, would you please stand as you're able or raise your hand? We would love to bring you a flower and a welcome packet as a token of our gratitude for joining us today. And if you're watching us online for the first time, let us know in the chat. We would love to hear from you. I know that somewhere in the music, meditation, prayer, practices, and Dr. Edwards' message today, you will find exactly what you need for the next step of your spiritual unfoldment. You are welcome here. Now, please enjoy some music before our short time of silent contemplation and prayer.
Dropping down to the truth of who I am. I am dropping down, surrendering in love. Try that with me. I am dropping down to the truth of who I am. I am dropping down, surrendering in love. I am dropping down to the truth of who I am. I am dropping down, surrendering in love, surrendering in love. Surrendering in love.
Arriving, settling into the present moment, where it's so easy to recognize the allness, the oneness of the living spirit, which is always present. And so this one is so creative, so giving, so loving, so wise and intelligent, and it absolutely loves bestowing its gifts to its creation, which is each one of us, a miracle. And so right now in this community, we gather together to receive the gifts of spirit and notice them and feel them within our souls. So I accept for each of us that this day is so very special because of our willingness to be willing to receive. What a glorious idea. And so I'm grateful for the message and the music and the community and the connection. And I move this little spiritual mind treatment to the movement and activity of a law which receives the impress and then, of course, manifests it as our wonderful experience today. So that's what I allow to unfold divinely. And so it is. Blessed be. Good morning. I'm Jennifer Mann, prayer practitioner, and I'm happy to share this affirmation together. Would you read it with me? I share happiness freely, expanding joy in my life and the world.
Well, I didn't hear it, so I started to doubt you. You couldn't feel it, so you just lost your way. We'll never find it if we don't get it out there. It's not love till you give it away. It's not a treasure you keep buried within you. It's not a bankroll to save up for a rainy day. It's not like a lifeboat you don't use till you're sinking. It's not love till you give it away. Give it away. Give it away. It's not love till you give it away. Just give it away. Give it away. It's not love till you give it away. Just let it go, then watch it grow. Just give it up, you still will have enough. It's not peace till you make peace your mission. And it won't heal till they hear what you need to say. It's gonna take faith, 'cause it's such a contradiction. It's not love till you give it away. Give it away. Give it away. It's not love till you give it away. Just give it away. I'll give it away. It's not love till you give it away.
Thank you very much. How lovely. Hello. Good morning. Here are a few words that changed how I saw my life. Being unhappy leads to selfish behavior, whereas being happy expands our capacity to give. Now, these words were revolutionary for me. They helped me rethink something I grew up believing, because I was taught the opposite. I was taught that being happy was selfish. The idea that happy might actually be the antidote to selfishness was new. It was a whole new idea for me, especially when that happiness is shared and given away, like the song said. I grew up thinking that happiness or unhappiness were reactions to events. X happened, and then happiness or unhappiness followed. Now, there's some truth to that, obviously, but what I did not learn at that time was that happiness can also be an independent state of mind, not related to anything else. One that is natural to us, natural to our spiritual self. And that when I'm tuned into that state of mind, something opens up in me, something kind-hearted opens up in me. The happiness then has an opportunity to take a deeper root in me, so to speak, and then something miraculous happens. It expands beyond my own life into the world in ways that I couldn't imagine. Of course, there are many reasons why one might not feel happy today. We live in a time of global challenges. The state of the world is upside down, it seems. Systemic oppression is still everywhere. Corruption, climate fragility, and the potential loss of long-valued institutions. These are all very real concerns. And I learned at the center, as Reverend Russ said, I learned that whatever is going on, no matter what it is, at the same time, there remains at the center of my being, at the center of your being, a presence, an awareness, a calm, creative, courageous, compassionate awareness. And this presence within is both the source of my life and also of my happiness, my joy. And knowing this has helped me deal with loss, with disappointment, with unexpected and unwanted changes. And so as I go through these changes in life, I try to remember, while I face whatever I'm facing, I try to remember that at the same time, I can stay aware of that something that is steady and life-giving in me. And even let it guide me to make a difference in the world. I try to remind myself that there is a power in being happy that goes beyond my personal experience of being happy. It multiplies into the world. Let me tell you a story about Rosa Espinoza. She loved helping young people. She loved helping them learn and grow. She had a background in electromechanical design, but her passion and her belief was in the power of education. What made her truly happy was to make a difference in young lives. And then in the 1990s, when her family relocated and moved to their new home in Brea, California, she became disheartened by the presence of so much gang activity and vandalism and intimidation in her neighborhood. But instead of packing up the family and moving away, she decided to tune into her passion and let the joy of that passion lead her. So she transformed her 2-car garage into a free after-school tutoring program. She called it Rosie's Garage. And it had computers in it, and it had books in it, and it had study material in it, and it had free homework assistance, and importantly, it had lemonade in it. From day one, 16 children showed up. And then as word spread, she began to recruit high school students to help with tutoring for the younger children. Oh, Rose was in her happy spot when she was helping others. Her joy became seed energy, and then the miracle, the law of multiplication kicks in and brought results about that she could never have imagined. Her foundation of passion became the platform for a program that now has helped thousands and thousands of children. Not only that, but the crime rate in the neighborhood decreased as the program increased. Now, I love that idea, that being happy and tuned into your joy may have unintended beneficial consequences to your environment. Now, in science of mind, we call this the multiplying nature of spirit. And the idea is that once we release a good into the world through us, it doesn't stop where we started. And we call that the spiritual law of multiplication. When we tune into the qualities of spirit within, it multiplies by its own power in our lives beyond what we first intended. Rose and her new friends quickly outgrew the garage. And Rosie's Garage is now a thriving nonprofit organization. And on their website, they say their vision is breaking generational poverty by educating one child at a time. I read a book written by Elizabeth Kubler-Ross and co-written by David Kessler. The title is Life Lessons. And here's what it said. Happy people are the least self-absorbed and the least self-centered among us. They often volunteer their time, provide services, and are kinder and more loving, forgiving, and caring than their unhappy counterparts. Being unhappy leads to selfish behavior, while happiness expands our capacity to give. That line. Happiness expands us by its own power. So now I think of happiness as, well, something active, something alive, something that expands me. So happiness then is less about how much I have and more about how much I can release into life, what I can give away. Interestingly, countries with the highest gross domestic product, the ones we may expect to be the happiest, often score the lowest on global happiness indexes. Meanwhile, places with fewer resources often outrank these, in their score of overall well-being. And this finding is from the Happy Planet Index. It's compiled by an organization called New Economics Foundation, and they consider all kinds of metrics that relate to the experience of life satisfaction. What then gets in the way of being happy? Well, a significant block to happiness is living in what I call the faraway lands. Now, I'm speaking from experience. For example, the land of when and then. You know, when this happens, then I'll be happy. Or the land of should and could, focusing only on how things ought to be or could be. Or the land of the good old days, you know, longing for a past that is believed to be better than the today. Nostalgia is a strange thing, you know. Nostalgia for a time when things were great is an odd thing, because it's often combined with selective memory. You know, when a person focuses exclusively on the positive and forgets the struggles that were also present during that time. Now, Science of Mind, our teaching, encourages us to live with vision rather than nostalgia. To rise up to the greater yet to be, and to saturate our minds with images of what we can build together, how we can help each other, how we can move forward together, how we can care about each other, and what we can give away from the root of love that is within us. Our founder, Dr. Holmes, he taught us to live today, to be happy today, to tune into our spiritual nature today, and then to let that multiply in our minds and actions by its own power, so that it can have that surprising and unexpected beneficial impact in us, but also around us. Our Declaration of Independence is written in that kind of inspiring, visionary language also. You know, it speaks of the pursuit of happiness as a self-evident right given by creation itself. Holy. Now, that word pursue is interesting because it can mean to chase, to run after, but it can also mean to practice, to engage in, to explore. So I prefer those meanings. Instead of chasing happiness then as something far off to be caught and hunted down, I can think of practicing it here and now, today. And to me, practice means repeatedly engaging in activities that connect me to my joy, so that I can then watch that joy multiply by its own power in my life and in the life of my community. Jill Davis, a longtime crafter, she is the founder of a website called scrapbook.com. She founded that with her husband, Charlie. And her joyful and really simple, sweet goal was to create a friendly online community of fellow crafters. Nothing more, nothing less. Just a purely joyful idea. And their son, I think his name was McCain, was their first employee. It was really a joyful family enterprise. And then 2020 happened, you know, and brought a time of global uncertainty and isolation for many people. And so the scrapbook.com team decided to launch a new program from their joy. They called it Cards for Kindness. The idea was to collect handmade cards from their community of crafters, their small little community of online crafters, and then distribute the cards to people who were feeling isolated, like people in hospitals or people in nursing homes that were particularly impacted by the pandemic, or just people who were in need of a lift, you know. They wanted to share the joy that they got from their passion of crafting. They wanted to just share it, that's all. What they were not expecting was the multiplying power of tuning into their joy and what that would do. The response they received was overwhelming. What started as a simple idea quickly grew into a worldwide movement, and they touched the lives of millions of people. So they had to expand their work, and scrapbook.com then formed a foundation called the Creative Kindness Foundation, and that has the goal of helping people find happiness and healing through handmade creativity. Jill and the team at scrapbook.com, they were just practicing their happiness. That's all they were doing. And then that happiness expanded by its own power so that its impact could meet a troubled world. You see, Jill and the team, they didn't ignore or turn away from the world's trouble. No, they leaned into it from their foundation of joy. So how can we practice and nurture happiness? Well, here are 5 research-based practices to nurture happiness. Number 1, I love this one. Practice micro acts of joy daily. There's a project, it's called the Big Joy Project. It's a collaboration between UCSF and UC Berkeley, and it involves over 17,000 people over like 170 countries around the world. And it found that these small acts, daily acts, such as doing something nice or pausing to be appreciative, that these acts can be measured to show that they increase well-being even during stressful times. So there's your number 1 assignment. Micro act of joy. Number 2, practice being present. John Kabat-Zinn, known for his work in mindfulness, he's got a beautiful phrase that describes this practice. He calls it falling awake to life. And what it looks like is to take moments to savor life with full awareness. Maybe that's noticing a child or enjoying a cup of tea or noticing the light on a leaf. Whatever it is, it means stop being on automatic, on autopilot, and fall awake. Number 3, practice engaging in meaningful activities. That has been found to be very powerful, like volunteering or learning something new or connecting with causes that matter to you, because research shows that these acts of engagement, especially when they're tied to your personal values, are very beneficial to your well-being, resiliency, and optimism. So you might want to check the list of 12 nonprofit partners that are on display right near where the bookstore main entrance is, because each one of those nonprofits have opportunities for you to volunteer in, and you can pick up a card and see which one matches your values. Number 4, practice expressing creativity. So whether you paint or you write or you cook or you garden, and doesn't have to be good at any one of those. Whatever it is, creative expression is the natural outflow of your spiritual energy. When you tune into it and give it away, you become restored, you become activated, you become opened up. There's a study that's over, I think, 7,000 UK adults that showed that involvement in arts, not whether you're good or bad at it, just that you do it. Crafts, creativity, the act of creating something is associated strongly with greater happiness, greater life satisfaction, increased optimism, which then leads to proactive engagement in the world. Number 5. Practice making and nurturing friendships. You know, there's a study that's been going on since 1938, the Harvard Study of Adult Development, and it shows very clearly that close relationships are, well, both a strong predictor of happiness and health and also a resilience building act. So relationship, you know, the feeling of belonging and connecting is so important. So today we're having our new member orientation this afternoon at 1 o'clock. So if you want to join the center, if you're not already a member, come and learn about that and come and feel like part of the community. It's powerful. It's also the reason why we put so much emphasis on education here, because we know that through education, people build lifelong, lasting friendships. You know, you start with the goal of becoming spiritually educated and you end up having a community. Now, each of these practices can become a seed of happiness, and then under the law of multiplication, those seeds grow into greater connections, into kindness, and into shared well-being. Of course, here are 3 bonus practices right from our teaching. If you want to go the extra mile, practice this gratitude, practice this generosity, practice this smiling. There's actually research for each one of those, even though spiritual communities have known about them before the research was available. Each one of these 3 also are a small seed with an oversized harvest. Ultimately, what Rosie's Garage and Cards for Kindness and these practices confirm for us is something that is in our teaching, and it is this. There is a spiritual multiplying power in creation that lives in you. With that in mind, I'm considering this today. The pursuit of happiness is not a selfish one. It's a responsible act of spiritual living. I'm supposed to do that. Because when we connect with and practice happiness, that law of multiplication turns the happiness into a strength, into a hope and a generosity for the world that goes way beyond the initial goal set into motion. That's how we use the creative power of mind for the good in our world. I invite you to breathe in with me and exhale into a moment of spiritual practice. If it is comfortable for you to do so, I invite you to let your eyes close. Imagine that these are your own words or words similar to them. There is only one creative power in all creation. Only one creative power, active. We call it the living spirit. This creative power is the presence that is in and through all that is. In all spaces, in all times, in all dimensions. It is evenly distributed through all that is. It is the source of life and the source of creativity, forever creating out of itself. This one creative power is right where I am, in me, through me, expressing as me. This one creative power is active in and through every person here. Each of us, part of its creative flow. From this awareness of connection and wholeness, I mindfully choose today to practice happiness. I let this choice guide me into engaging with life in ways that open me to deeper connection, more joyful creativity, and enduring kindness. I choose this with trust in the calm, steady center within me. I have confidence in that center as a guide within me that carries me through both ease and challenges. From this awareness, I affirm that my happiness is a gift to myself and a gift to the world. I understand that by the law of multiplication, which is already at work, my joy is expanding into the world in ways I cannot measure. I begin today to tune into simple micro acts of feeling joy. I seek them, I identify them, I nurture them. I see within me and within all people around me the capacity to live from the wholeness within. And in my mind's eye, I imagine that wholeness expanding and blessing others. I have great confidence that the mind that creates all is within me right now, guiding my thoughts and words and my actions. This confidence fills me with a sense of ease and acceptance, with gratitude and possibility. And from this joyful acceptance, then, I welcome the flow of expansion that is undoubtedly taking place right now. I honor it, I live from it, I observe it, I follow it, and I let it be. And so it is. I invite you to breathe in with me and exhale again. We use that breath to make a transition into the part of our service where we support our Center for Spiritual Living with our financial gifts. I want to thank you for your steady, consistent support of our Center for Spiritual Living. There's not a day in the life of our staff and our leaders that we are not grateful for the fact that as a spiritual community, we have survived quite challenging times, including the pandemic I just mentioned. And I'm filled with gratitude for that because not all spiritual centers have survived well across our nation. There are many temples, synagogues, and communities that have struggled, some of them who have lost their buildings and their communities. And the fact that we are going on strong is a tender and humbling experience. So I thank you for your contributions. You know, every single contribution is meaningful and impactful and goes a long, long way into keeping our doors open for people in some future time who will be seeking a home, a spiritual home, like we did when we first came here. So I invite the ushers to stand as we prepare our financial gifts. And won't you please place your hand on your chest as a symbol of your heart connection to your center and say after me, I bless this gift. I send it forth to heal and prosper. It does amazing work in the world. And so it is. Ushers, please receive the gift.
Have come here to love one another. We have come here to let our love grow. We are family, we're sisters and brothers, and we carry this love wherever we go. Try that with me. We have come here to love one another. We have come here to let our love grow. We are family, we're sisters and brothers, and we carry this love wherever we go. We carry this love. We carry this love wherever we go. We carry this love. We carry this love wherever we go.
Thank you again for all the gifts that you share with our community, and thanks again to our wonderful band. Now, as Dr. Edward mentioned, today is the day for our new member class, and you can join Dr. Edward and me, and we're hosting this class both in person and online. So in person is right over at Wagoner Hall, and online is on Zoom. And this is where you can learn about all the benefits and duties of membership here at our center. And if you do want to join us online, please be sure to sign up by 12:30 p.m. today, because that will allow us enough time to send you the Zoom link to your email address. All right, I have a question for you. What if stillness and peace were only a poem away? Well, that's what you're going to explore with Elias Owens in his upcoming class, The Spirit of Haiku. In it, you'll learn how the simplicity of haiku can be a gateway to inner peace and a deeper appreciation of life. No poetry experience is needed. Now, when does it start? Well, I wrote a haiku to answer that question. Class begins Monday on the 18th of August. Bring your ink and pen. I'm very proud of that one. Now, it's been said that words are often inadequate to describe the allness and the infinite nature of spirit. And Reverend Tara Steele's workshop that's coming up on Sunday, August 24th, which is called Sparks of Awareness, is tailored to help you to move beyond words to the feeling of peace and possibility that comes when you're able to connect with your inner spirit. And this workshop will be filled with meditation and deep discussion, and it promises to pave the way to help you live a life that is enriched by spirit. I know that for myself, reading the news can often be challenging, and I find myself seeing more suffering than I know what to do with. And I'm pretty sure I'm not alone in this, and that's why I'm glad that Reverend Scioto Bell is teaching our upcoming class, Consciousness and the Creative Process. And this is a 6-week class that begins on Tuesday, August 26th, and in it you'll learn about the creative process and how you can use it to bring yourself a sense of peace and order to any circumstance that you encounter, including anything that you see in the world. All right, and back by popular demand, Kathy Galvin is sharing the wisdom of the Enneagram in her next class called Enneagram Map of the Soul. And in that class, you'll learn all about this spiritual system, which is designed to help you to discover who you are and how you, your own personal way of interacting with the world. So class begins on Thursday, September 4th, and you can find out about all of these classes in our education catalog at the info desk. You can also find that catalog on our website, and it has all the classes through the end of the year. And anything you'd like to sign up for, just head on over to our website, CSLSR.org. And by the way, we offer scholarships for consciousness and the creative process, so you can come talk to me after service if you're interested in that. Okay, now Dr. Edward mentioned arts and crafts as one of those keys to happiness, and I know that we have many artists and crafters here in our community. And if you have high quality original work that you would like to donate for our upcoming arts and crafts fundraiser in December, now is the time to do so. Donations are open for that, and you can find out more information about the donation process both on our website as well as we have a flyer at the info desk that tells you all about it. And we are currently collecting on various days the donations for that. So 100% of the proceeds for this fundraiser, they come back to support our center. And I know that there's going to be some incredible work there because I know there are some incredibly happy people in our community who share that happiness through their arts and crafts. Okay, our next round of Circles for Spiritual Connection begins the week of August 24th. And these small groups are a powerful way to build friendships and to deepen your sense of belonging. And you can sign up for these online on our website, or you can sign up on the info table. And when you sign up, our lead facilitator, Chris Kelly, she will give you a call and get in touch with you about which groups are available at which times. Finally, I'm excited to announce that Sharing Our Bounty is back on Sunday, September 21st. And this year, we're emphasizing fresh fruits and vegetables. So we're letting you know now in case you'd like to plant anything. So if you do, you can bring your produce to share here with our community. And also, if you don't have anything to share, that's okay. Come and take whatever produce you like. It's all free for the community. So thank you so much for being a part of our community, but please know that community doesn't have to end on Sunday. You can join us in person every Wednesday at our Wednesday evening service at 7 p.m., where you'll get more music from Christopher Fritchie and more spirituality and more community. Have a wonderful week.
Thank you very much, Reverend Russ, and thank you for being here today. If there is something that is incomplete in you, or you cried yourself to sleep last night, or you've got something in your life you'd just like some spiritual support, it could be a joyous thing. Please don't go home without taking advantage of the prayer support that is available right here in the sanctuary. You just go back to the corner there, and the host will connect you with a prayer practitioner who is on duty waiting to share prayer with you. And if you're online, you can do the same thing by going to our website and looking for the link to our private Zoom rooms where a prayer practitioner will meet with you and do the exact same thing that is happening right here in the room. It's a wonderful way to get spiritual support for the journey and a gift you can give to yourself that will last for a long time. With that in mind, won't you please stand as you are able, saying something wonderful is happening through me right now. It is this thing called life. Life is in my mind, life is in my body, and life is in my affairs. I think it, I feel it, and I accept it just the way that it is, and just the way that it is not. Thank you, life. Know with me that you are never alone. That Spirit is right where you are. That you have only to look within at any moment to know that you're guided and sustained and empowered by a presence that expresses itself as you and through you in this world. In deepest gratitude, let us live our lives accordingly so that in everything that we do and say and think, we honor this presence within. And so it is. Thank you for being here. I look forward to seeing you next week. And now, won't you please close in song?
I release and I let go. I let the Spirit run my life. And my heart is open wide. Yes, I'm only here for God. No more struggle, no more strife. With my faith I see the light. I'm free in the Spirit. Yes, I'm only here for God. I release and I let go. Let the Spirit run my life. And my heart is open wide. Yes, I'm only here for God. No more struggle.